Very important part of her routine right here, the mount, round off, tuck back onto the beam, and it was perfect. Another tough pass, 2 back handsprings and a back tuck. Off to a great start. Aerial cartwheel right to the end of the beam. She never stops moving. It's a very unique move, typically done on the floor exercise. And a beautiful turn to a balance. Just about every move in her routine is of difficulty. Probably the most difficult pass right here. Cartwheel layout, step out. Slight problem with the landing, but her sense of balance is so great.
How much of a deduction for that bobble?
Some judges might take 0.2 of a point. Some might take as little as a tenth. I would take 2. But everything else in the routine has been so solid. Going for a stick on a double back dismount. Yeah. All right. Good job for Kelly. That's her coach, Becky Buick, at the University of Oklahoma. This is a tremendous first pass on the balance beam. Such a difficult mount. Look how straight and just rock solid. Two back handsprings, right into another tuck back, and again, solid. Now this is a new dismount for Kelly. In this competition, it's a round off, double back in tuck position, pulls it around, almost had the stick, but had to take one little step.
Kelly Garrison-Steeves needs a 9.589 to take the lead.
That should be no problem.
She gets a 9.713. So Kelly Garrison-Steeves moves up into first place. There is one more gymnast to perform on the balance beam. It is Tanya Gia. Gia needs a 9.777 to take the gold away from Kelly Garrison-Steeves.
She scored a 9.6 in the all-around competition in this event.
Gia is 16 years old. She is from Havana, Cuba. She's been on the senior team for 2 years.
Her first tumbling pass on beam. Back handspring to 2 feet, right into a layout step out. Now, unlike Kelly, she doesn't have the number of skills in her routine. There's a round off layout step out. She's moving quite well. But in terms of originality and the level of difficulty, Kelly really surpasses her.
So you're saying she doesn't have the amount of difficulty to beat Kelly Garrison right now?
Round off back handspring, double twisting, layout.
Do you think that's good enough to take the gold from Kelly?
It was so solid, but I really, in my opinion, I don't think it's good enough to take the gold, but it can come close.
She needs a 9.77 to win the gold. And while we wait for Tanya Gia's score, we'll be back with more gymnastics right after these messages. Hoosier Dome still waiting the score of Cuba's Tanya Guia on the balance beam. She needs a 9.77 to win the gold medal and take it away from Kelly Garrison-Steeves, who is currently in first place for the United States. It has been determined, however, that Sabrina Marr and Elsa Chivas have tied for the bronze. Right now, let's go downstairs. Here's Bart Connor.
Kelly, certainly one of the best routines of your life. It's certainly in the finals here at the Pan American Games, a big event for you.
I was really pleased. I could have set my dismount, but other than that, I felt like it was a great routine.
Now, Tanya Guia did a very nice exercise. Do you think she can beat you?
There's a good shot. She didn't have any wiggles at all, and the score hadn't been up yet, so we'll see.
In your opinion, personally?
I was pleased with my performance, and I came and did what I wanted to do and what I wanted to accomplish, and I couldn't ask for anything else.
Ever since day one, when you began gymnastics, you were outstanding on the balance beam. What is it about Kelly Garrison and the balance beam? Why do you think you're so comfortable up there?
I don't know. It just seems to be the easiest for me, and I guess I adapted to it so much easier than other events, and I don't have a very high fear factor, so I was pleased with that more than, it just seems more comfortable than the other events.
I don't think a lot of people realize here that, of course, on tomorrow you'll be heading back to school at the University of Oklahoma. Are you looking forward to being back in class?
Maybe not in class, but home with Mark, my husband.
Would you like to say hi to Mark Steeves, your husband?
Hi, Mark. I miss you.
Back to Tim.
All right, Bart. We are still awaiting the score of Tanya Guia and Kelly Garrison-Steeves. It is unusual that you hear a gymnast say that the balance beam is their favorite event because it is dreaded by so many gymnasts, only 4 inches wide. But let's go back now, and we will look at Kelly Garrison-Steeves. Here it is, 9.675. So Kelly Garrison-Steeves wins the gold medal. Tanya Guia finishes second. She will take the silver, and there is a tie for the bronze medal between Elsa Chivas and Sabrina Marr. So it is now official. Kelly Garrison-Steeves wins the gold. Tanya Guia finishes second, and a tie for the bronze between Sabrina Marr. Here at the Hoosier Dome is now complete. The floor exercises concluded just a short time ago, and it came down to 2 United States performers, Sabrina Marr and Christy Phillips. Sabrina Marr, already the winner of 4 medals here at the Pan Am Games, 2 golds, 1 silver, and 1 bronze, set the mark to shoot at with this performance.
And Sabrina had another great performance on the floor exercise. Again, she opened with that very difficult double layout somersault. Actually done much better than even the competition before, but watch this, she steps out of bounds. 1/10 of a point off.
Sabrina has been so aggressive throughout the competition. It's not unusual. We're certainly not surprised to see her overdoing things and going out of bounds because of that.
Middle tumbling run, whip over through to a double twist. The time that's been put in perfecting every movement.
Pan Am Games all-around champion, and this is her best event.
Double tuck dismount, well done again. Beautiful job. Coach Don Peters, the head coach at Scats, and Greg Marsden, of course, the national team coach.
You can see what happens on the layout double back. As we mentioned, she's really overdoing things. She can do this with a perfectly straight body. She tends to pike a little bit in the second flip, which causes her right here to pull it around just a little too far. 1-2 steps, and of course that second step there with the right foot caused that yellow flag to be raised right there, signifying 1/10 of a point for out of bounds.
9.65 puts Sabrina Marr in first place. Now, Christy Phillips needed more than a 9.70 to win the gold and take over first from Sabrina Marr. Christy had a 9.725 in the all-around competition. That would win it, but Christy's confidence has been shaken.
And this was by far her best performance of the entire competition. Nice full twisting double back, and she just nailed it. For her middle tumbling run, tuck double back, and another good landing. These are much better than we saw in the team competition or the all-around.
Presenting the gold medal, the Gymnastics Sports Commissioner of the Pan American Games Indianapolis Organizing Committee, Mr. Steve Seal.
This is the Christy Phillips that everyone knows.
It's as if she's telling the gymnastics community, hey, don't worry about me. I might have lost the all-around title, but she shows a tremendous amount of aggressiveness throughout the complete exercise with a terrific pike double back, which she really sells the landing on.
Great way for her to finish.
Atta girl. Atta girl. That's the way. Way to go. That's more like it. Good.
And her score was 9.813, which gave her a total of 19.538, a Pan American record for this event. So the final standings then: Christy Phillips wins the gold, Sabrina Marr takes home the silver, and Laura Rodriguez of Cuba wins the bronze. And Bart Connor spoke with Christy Phillips right after that performance.
Christy, I know all of America wanted to see you win a gold here today in the Pan American Games. What a beautiful job on the floor exercise, and you set a new Pan American Games record. How did you feel about that one?
It was a great floor routine for me because I had just come back from not doing so well on vault and not doing really that great throughout the whole meet, but finishing on a good beat really just psyched me up.
How important is that to you in terms of your psychological preparation for the World Championships coming up?
Well, knowing that I got all my bad stuff out here, hopefully when I get to the Worlds, I'll just be perfect.
Well, congratulations. Great job.
Thank you, Bart.
And once again, the final standings for the floor exercises: Christy Phillips wins the gold, Sabrina Marr takes home the silver, Laura Rodriguez of Cuba finishes third with the bronze. So Christy Phillips, a comeback of sorts, collects the 5th gold medal for the United States women here at the Pan Am Games, as this, the gymnastics venue,